Hello everyone, it's a happy Tuesday. I've got a rainy happy Tuesday and I'm hoping that the music doesn't get loud and I have to stop. So I have a fun neighbor who's must have the day off. Hi Dorothy. So hello Miss V.A. Pearl. So I have a terrible headache. I think it's a sinus headache from all the weather changing. It has been so hot. I have never seen a winter so hot before. Absolutely died of heat last night. Didn't get a whole lot of sleep done. I had the fan on all night long. Can you imagine? I had the fan on. So the weather changing, I think, has made my sinuses crazy, and so I've got a bit of a headache, and I'm a bit, just not all there. I'm not all there. We knew that ahead of time, but I'm just not all there. So I kind of wanted just to do some brainless stuff, and I've gotten some questions for collecting images, and what I call, this is my scavenger hunt book. I do have another one that I started that Shannon Green saw and loved and decided that she was going to start her En Masse Journal from that idea. And of course I can't find that book. I have no idea where it is. No idea. So instead of wasting another couple of hours looking for this book, I'm just going to show you what I had done in the meantime. The first book I did was just it was just a prototype. It was just to see what it would be like and see if it would work. And I really enjoyed it. And I did finish that book pretty much. But what I really wanted to do when I did my scavenger hunt book is something like this. And a scavenger hunt book is a book. Well, a lot of people call it En Masse because that's what Shannon Green called hers. But what you do is you collect, this is my fish. You find categories for each page, and then you collect all kinds of stuff that go into that category, and you put it all on the page. So this is fish. I'm still working on it. I haven't collected, I still have spaces that need some fish, so I'm still putting fish down. Some other ones. This is tickets. I love this page. It's great color. It took me hours and hours to put all these tickets down. And it took most of the tickets that I had collected to do this. But I just love it, and so I can look at all my tickets now, all in one place, which I like. Here is frogs, and I'm still working on this, trying to figure out how to put some more frogs on there. I don't want to cover up any of the frogs I've got here, so this is where my perfectionist comes out severely, and I can't tame the perfectionist when it comes to my scavenger hunt book. I want it exactly the way I want it. And so I don't work in it very much because it gives me a headache. Because I'm just a crazy person when it comes to my collections. So I need to figure out where to put that frog. I think he's going to go here, but I think I need to fussy cut him out a little bit so he's not covering up other things. And I think I need to put something behind him to cover up his white. So I'm still kind of working on this, and I've got some other frogs to put in there. So here's my ships. And I'm not sure if that page is done yet. It kind of looks like it needs more. So I'm not sure, but that's ships. Here's numbers. Numbers is done. I'm trying to get the whole page in. I've got the autofocus off so it won't be zooming in and out. So that was driving me crazy the last video I did. So I turned that off this time. I can turn it back on, maybe. I like the numbers. I love numbers. So this is a collection of numbers, and I might just add a few more here and there. But I'm really happy with that one. Here are crayon wrappings, and I've got some different brands in here. I really liked a lot of the colors, and so I tried to put out, like this one's called Inchworm. There's a bunch of fun ones in there, and I can't find them. Razzle Dazzle Rose and Razzmatazz and Banana Mania, Cornflower, Wild Blue Yonder. So I put all the different macaroni and cheese. I just love the names of them. So I put them out here so that I can enjoy them. And I think I've got one more that's done. I don't think I showed it. Where is it? The Chinese cookie fortunes. I have quite a collection of them, and I am messing up the paper doing that. I actually have a jar full of them, so I used quite a few. But hi, Linda. And I think I need to outline them because they kind of blend into each other. I'm not sure. I don't know if I really like the way it looks, but I do like all the little fortunes all together. Anyway, so that is the beginnings of my scavenger hunt book. And I have tried to I've tried to work on it, and I've arranged my stuff. I have a list of things that I am collecting to put in my scavenger hunt book, and some of these are categories that I had for my little one that I kind of put over. So what I do is I make envelopes for my categories. In my last one, I did have transportation or things with wheels. I kind of changed it in mid. Yeah. So this is my envelope that has that kind of stuff in it. So whenever I come across stuff, and here's a sailboat that I could put on the sailboat page. I think I did break this one up after the fact, after I did the small one, because there was so many different things. That I put bicycles together, I put sailboats together, I have railroad trains together, and I have hot air balloons is going to be one of my categories. I think I've got enough. But when I would come across a picture, cars or whatever for transportation, I would put them in my envelope, just like that. And I keep all my envelopes in a box so that they're all together near me in the couch. Here is, and I need a box for this one. This is my numbers. This is all my numbers, and I like all different sizes of numbers, so I just put numbers in here. I need to put them in a cigar box because there's just way too many for an envelope. And I keep adding to it. I'd use a lot of numbers for all different kinds of stuff. Here's my fish. And there's a bunch of fish in here that I probably should add to the page, but I'm going to keep collecting until I do that because I want everything exactly where I want it. I want all my stuff. I want big stuff on the bottom. I want little stuff on the top. I want to be able to see, if I'm collecting all this stuff, I want to see every single thing that I collected. And just putting things down as I find them, other things end up getting covered up, and that drives me crazy. So I have not done that. So here are my envelopes, and I've even got some plastic baggies. I like the plastic baggies so that I could see what's in this is my circles, but I don't like the plastic baggies because they are not as firm and rigid, and I can't flip through them. They sag and things start getting bent, and so I kind of sandwich them in between, or I usually sandwich them in between envelopes so they don't slide down and get bent under other stuff. So that is some of my collections. I do have more for the alphabet. I've got word or envelopes for every letter, and I am collecting pictures and words for things that start with each letter. And I haven't gotten very far. There are some letters that I don't really have a lot of stuff for. I do have a book ready for these guys, but again, I want to get all my stuff collected before I start gluing things down. I found an astronaut. Can you believe it? I found an astronaut. I have no idea where I found that. Didn't even remember I had it. I want to make sure that I've got enough to cover my entire page before I start gluing stuff down, because I only want one alligator and one avocado and one of this and that. If I start gluing stuff down, I might come across a bigger, better picture of something and want to change it out. So I am still collecting all that stuff. So here's my box full of my envelopes with each letter. I have got a great big huge Tabasco sauce bottle. And there are some letters that I hardly have anything for. N is really, really driving me crazy. And like I said, I've not been collecting anything for that for a long time. So, here's some more transportation pictures that got flipped out. I'll put those back in the box here. Hi, Sarah. I see you, Sarah. Yeah, that isn't how everybody does it. Shannon, with her En Masse Journal, she just glues stuff down when she finds it and arranges it, however. I cannot do that. I need to collect my stuff first. And I am also working on some new categories, and they are too big to put in envelopes. So I've got piles. I've been trying to work on this project. I have really been trying, but it just never seems to. I get tired, and then in the evening I get tired, and I want to not think about anything. So one of the categories I'm thinking about is sunsets, and I have got a ton of sunset pictures that I need to cut out. I need to cut them out first before I start placing them on a page. I'm sure I've got enough, but I don't know how they're going to look together. So this is what I usually do: is I'll put some out there. Let's move this. Let's move this for a second. I'll put some out there on a blank table, not over something else like this. So I put them out, and I kind of arrange the big ones out there first, and then I start getting my small ones out that are trimmed all nice and neat and tidy and whatever. And then I start putting small things in with, that one's so small I'm going to lose it. Let me put it back in the envelope for now. Yeah, these aren't even trimmed, but I start arranging stuff and covering up things that I don't really want, like these words here. I would put something on top of that, something on top of those words, and I just start arranging. Usually I try to arrange on the same size piece of paper that my page is. And I don't usually arrange it in the book, because then you have to move the whole thing and then you've lost your organization. So I get a piece of paper the same size as a page in my book, and I arrange it on that paper. And if it looks good, if I like it, if it's what I want, I will start transferring that to a page in my book. But so I do not buy a lot of magazines. No, I do not. Most of these are actually from brochures for when I go when I do a road trip and I'm traveling in a car and I am crossing borders. They've got the welcome centers with the free publications for what's in each state, and what to see and what to do and where to eat and all that good stuff. Most of what I have is from those kinds of magazines. Free stuff. I have a lot. I have a grocery store. I'm going to put these back now so that you have the idea of what I do here. I have a grocery store that prints out a free publication for recipes and that kind of stuff. I always pick that up. And most of my magazines are free ones. They really are. So that's my sunsets, and that's what I would do. I'm thinking about hot air balloons. And I have found this huge hot air balloon that would probably take up a whole page, and then I could probably put little hot air balloons all around on the second page. I have not put these out yet to see what they look like, and I might probably have to fussy cut around some of these, but I'm thinking about doing hot air balloons. Like I said, I've not had a chance to really mess around with it and look at it and see if I like it or not. But these pictures are too big to put in envelopes or anything else, so I've been lying them flat together so that I can take a look at them. Here's some bicycles and airplanes. I'm not quite sure if I like these guys, but I don't have a lot to go with them yet. So I'm going to have to see what I can find. Here's trains, and I have a ton of trains. And again, I have not, I just recently, a few weeks ago, went through a bunch of stuff and started sorting things out and trying to put like things together. So I've not had a chance to actually play around with them. I'm still gathering them and collecting them and getting them together, so I know how many images I have of what, and then I will see if they look all right together to see if that's going to be a category. Wine glasses. For some reason, I've been coming across a lot of wine glasses, and I don't know if they will look good together or not. Still collecting them. So that's wine glasses. Oh, waterfalls. I got a ton of waterfalls, mostly from those state guide things. And I've got some duplicates too. And I'm not sure how well that will work together, but still collecting them just to see. Here's one I've been working on for quite a while. And I have put it together a couple of times. It's the Eiffel Tower. And I do have quite a few different Eiffel Towers. But I'm thinking that an Eiffel Tower is one. There's only one Eiffel Tower. So having a group of Eiffel Towers is a little confusing. And I think that's when I put them all out there before to look at them. I think that's why I wasn't really impressed with them, but I put them all back together so I could take a second look. Like right now, it's not looking so bad. It's not too bad if I get some small ones in there with the big ones and layer them up. It's kind of interesting. So I'm just I'm messing around with that one still. Well, I will address that and look at it and see what happens with that one. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. I have quite a few Eiffel Towers. Quite a few. So that is Eiffel Tower. Places. And I'm thinking, I have so many places, places that I've been, that I love, places I would like to go. I'm thinking I might actually make a whole journal on places. I love travel. Love travel, and just having pictures of really cool places all together might be kind of cool. And I might just do it in both areas because I've got a ton of magazines. I get Smithsonian Journeys it's a tour group, it's a tour organization, smithsonianjourneys.org. And there's my address. They send me these brochures, and they send magazines with things that they are advertising and they're offering. Some of these tours are wow. I mean, really, really, really wow. And they send all kinds of cool. These are just brochures, but they send magazines with all kinds of things in them too. And the pictures in them are absolutely fantastic. So, and they send a ton of stuff. They have this great tour that they were offering, and I haven't seen it in a while. Here's another one. 2017 departures. It was the Jet Set tour around the world, I think it was. $80,000, and it's a month long. I think it was a month long. You get into your private jet, and they've got different places all around the world that you spend time in. Oh, I just need to save that just to drool, because it was some really cool places. Get in your private jet with the group, and go to the next place and have a 5-star meal, and really, really neat. Anyway, Smithsonian Journeys is, if I was to do any more traveling, man, I think I might try. They've got everything. You name the place, they've got a way for you to get there. And they do have a magazine out that you can get also. But yeah, I've got a ton of places. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with those. So those are some of what I've been collecting and working on. And like I said, I've got this pile that I can't really put anywhere because the pages are not cut down yet, and I don't know how to cut them down, and I don't want to start cutting stuff until I know exactly what I'm doing with them. So I've got this really delicate pile of stuff to deal with. And then I've kind of been sorting this stuff out. These are the categories that I plan on working on here first. Here's some more of those frogs. Got to work on frogs. The page is almost done, but I've got quite a few frogs to add. And I'm probably going to have to fussy cut some of those out. So all that good stuff. I have birds in here, and I think there's fish underneath there. And elephants. Elephants is one that I want to do. Sure. Let's see. Let's get it out. Where did it go? I know it was right here. It was right here, right? What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. And SmithsonianJourneys.org. Great. Great. Yeah, it's a great travel. If you're traveling anywhere, I would recommend looking at their stuff, because they've got all kinds of different things and different interests. If you want to go, go eat everywhere, they've got that. If you want to go, look at museums, they got that. If you want, whatever you're into, hiking and, nature trails, or, all that stuff. And I'm trying to put this stuff somewhere where I can find it. So I like to gather all my stuff together before I start fiddling around with it. It's just easier for me. I like it better when I get my pages done. Elephants is almost collected. I got a lot of elephants, and I'm looking forward to doing this one. Like I said, I don't think I can do it on a stream because I'm a crazy person when it comes to my scavenger hunt book. I am a crazy person, and I am recovering perfectionist, but I have to have my scavenger hunt perfect. It's got to be exactly how I want it, because I want to be able to look at it in 2 years and still love it. So, and that's probably why I haven't worked on it. Probably, but that is one way to collect stuff. Another way to keep your collections together, for those people that are looking for ideas for keeping collections, I use binders a lot with the clear plastic protector sheets. I can slide things in, and I've been doing stuff. This is my colors. Colors is a tough one to organize. There are so many different shades and hues, and there's so many different colors. Let's see if I can get this down here a little bit. So I have put some cardstock down underneath, and it's a regular size page, so I can put magazine pictures in here, the whole thing, and have it so that I can see it. And I do have another couple of binders out that I collect images in, but this one I knew exactly where it was, so this is what I'm showing. But it's a good way to put things together. You can arrange stuff in here, and you can kind of tack it down with a little bit of school glue, nothing serious, so that it'll stay put. And you can take a look at it, walk away from a couple days, put it away and walk away, come back and look at it and see if you like it. It works well with collage, anything. If you are trying to arrange something and it doesn't seem quite right, you can start arranging in something like this, and walk away for a week or so, come back, and you can have fresh eyes and look at stuff a little differently and see what's not catching your eye or what is catching your eye, or whatever. This one is just for me to collect color. I'm trying to arrange all the different colors in different sleeves, and it's very, very difficult. It is very difficult. Purple is horrible. I love purple, but it is a very fussy color. Unlike red, all reds go together, but not all purples go together. So this is a great way to start collecting things for a scavenger hunt book, because you can see if you've got enough stuff for a page. You can make sure, if you've got a smaller book, you can, block out a page and arrange it so it's just like you want it to be. And then it's all set up so that you can transfer it to your book. It's all ready to go. I really like these sleeves a lot, and I have quite a few books with sleeves in it just for working out collage and things like that. Hi, Mildred. So I hope that is a little helpful for collecting stuff and organizing all those collections. I know how hard it is. I do. I know how hard some of the, especially for something like the Scavenger Hunt books, the En Masse books, I know how hard it is to organize all the stuff that you're collecting. If you're not pasting things down right away, it gets out of control. It really, hey Grammy, it gets out of control fast. Very, very fast. So, and then you're overwhelmed, and then it's no fun. And when you start getting overwhelmed, it really is just no fun at all. So, I am finding that the sleeves really work well, and I probably will be putting, some of the waterfalls together just to see how they look. I like this doing it in the sleeve because then they don't, if you walk by, it doesn't move everything, and you know what I mean. Hi, Kimberly. So, and I've got a ton of stuff to put in there, in wherever it's supposed to go. And I've got a whole box more over there. This takes time, though. This takes a lot of time to fiddle around, to organize it this way. But in the long run, I will be happier with my finished project if I take the time to organize it before I start trying to do it. I have found that out the hard way. So I'm just much happier doing it that way. So that is that. And I'm hoping that will be helpful for some people. There was a lot of questions in the Facebook group about that. So actually, if anybody has any other questions here, please ask. I'm going to stop the recording so that can be all by itself for those people that want to just watch that. And I'm going to break it up and do something else in a minute. So I don't see any more questions. So thank you guys for watching on YouTube. This is just going to be a recording. I'm not going to leave you guys. I'm going to continue to do the live stream, but I'm just going to break it up today a little bit since I had talked about the Scavenger Hunt books. It's been a while. I really need to continue to work in that. So, thanks.